Good morning, everybody. That was a bit strange. It said live wasn't available. Try again. And I tried again. It wouldn't do. So I had to go out and leave studio, go out, and then open studio back up. And then I could go live. It's acting a bit weird today. So, anyway, we're going to do day 7. And I figured since today is the last day that the full moon will be at its fullest part, I took a look at it before I came in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in my day 7. And my sky, because the moon is so big and it's almost white this morning. Morning, Teresa. Morning, Pam. So I need a Posca pen. Let's see. Hang on. I meant to grab that before I hit the live, but it's okay. And I'm just going to start with a white circle on here. And I could almost cheat and go around something, but I think I'm just going to try to eyeball it. Hi, Janice. And let's see. We'll just do a white circle. On here. You know what would be better is the Sharpie painty pen. I think I have a white in that. Give me just a second. Maybe I don't have a white. Well, there's a gray. Where is that? Or I could just use some white paint and make a white circle that way. All right, well, there goes that idea. Maybe this one's more juicy. All I've got is the fine tipped one. This one looks dried out. Hang on. I'll just grab some white paint. What is this? Titanium white. I'm going to be bad and just use it out of the tube if I can. Oops, it's got a paint booger on it. Where's my trash can? I need to go around and get all the trash cans because it's trash day. And I'm just going to get a little piece of wax paper, put a little dab. Oh, that's got a hole right in the middle of where I needed to. But we'll just put out a little bit of paint. Maybe. And of course, I didn't grab any water. I don't want this to be too thick. Because I'm going to come over it with some ink pens anyway to show the bluish areas I saw in the moon this morning. So I know that this isn't ink for Inktober, but I wanted a nice white circle to start with, so I'm cheating. I'm using white paint. Sue me. I'm gonna put this paintbrush in some water so it's not dry on there. There we go. All right. I'm just gonna ink the background in. Let's see what we can do. We're not going to use any more paint pens. So let's see. I've got this dark blue, and then I got a dark blue in this here. So I'm just going to color in with a big pen my background. Scott was really tired. I'm worried about him driving into work today. I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to do this. And he'll tell me, oh, nonsense, I'm fine. But he's got like a 40-minute drive to work each day. And I do worry about him. I didn't see very many stars this morning because the moon is just that bright out there. I think I got a little paint on my pen. You're going to hear the planes taking off because it's that time of the day. And I've got windows open. Yay, fall! Don't have to have that stupid air conditioner running constantly. Whoops. So this isn't a smooth background because I'm trying to do it with just an ink pen. So we're just not going to worry about that. It's funny how the ink flows differently depending on what side of this roller ball I'm on too. I fed Scott breakfast, but I didn't eat. I've gotten where I can't eat when I first get up in the morning. I have to wait a while. And I don't like the taste of eggs anymore. I might make myself a bowl of oatmeal and cook an apple up with some butter and cinnamon and put that on top of the oatmeal. That's sounding really good. Sorry, I got to itch my eye. I got a horrible itch in my eye. So what's everybody else doing so early in the morning? Just watching me, or are you working on something, or? All right. So there's my moon. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Yeah. I've had some coffee. I'm going to use some of this blue too to just maybe fill in some areas. Maybe on the corners. Because up toward the moon, it's just as blue as it can be. I probably could have used the lighter blue even on some of it, but I like how Anne's doing the numbers on her Inktober. That's kind of neat too. Now, let's see, today's Tuesday, so tomorrow I'll be on after Anne, as long as I don't get to feeling any worse. Scott and I think we've caught a little cold or something is one reason we're so sleepy. We went to bed, I think, at 8:30 last night. But tomorrow, I'm going to do a page or two in the little journal we made together last year, because I still have about half of that needs to be filled in. So I figured I'd do that. And then I want to put some of the lighter blue on my moon because I could see some of that. And I think this is dry now. Yeah. And there's Janet Nash. Good morning. Sorry I didn't catch you. Now, I could see the little lakes that are on the moon. So we'll add a few of those on here. It was like on one side, it just had some blue on it when I looked out there. Will this move around a little bit? Not really. And then it had one over like in here. Just going from memory, I'm not going to run out there and look at it to get it perfect. Okay. And then maybe put a little blue, like there's maybe a darker shadow hitting the surface on one side. I was thinking this morning about that song, you know, shine on, harvest moon up in the sky. That popped in my head. I said, I need to do the harvest moon. All right, and then to make it look, you know, cool, because I actually have this going on out there, we'll just there was several trees in front of it, but I figure if I just put one little tree in, and then we'll add some little dark leaves. Just to kind of represent what's out there. it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I always figure Inktober's just to get you out there and making things and doing. Have I gone up where you can't see? Just about. So I did finish the crocheted rows that Marion at Marion's World was doing. I got the leaves done. I don't think they're, exactly dead on, but they're done. All right, so there's my harvest moon. And I guess I could darken my line between the days again with this pen. And then on the back, I'll do October 7, 2025. That way, if I ever cut these apart, it'll be good. So this is the first 7 days of October is done. Yeah, I've got the rows right here. I have it pinned on my wool mat. So this is the rows I did again. And it was fun to do until I got to the leaves. And you're not supposed to be able to see the chains, but that's okay. I think it's fine. It's fine. So tomorrow, dig out your little books we made last year, and I'll do a quick flip through of last year, and then we'll decide what we're going to do for tomorrow, and we'll meet up and do it. So this was the fall journal that we put the pieces of cardboard on the outside and covered them with a napkin. And then to denote my front from my back, I actually did some painting over the napkin. So that changes the look. You can tell where I've painted and where it's just the plain napkin. And I did that just so I could always see, what I could do with paints and stuff. So last year we did this. And the inside cover I just pieced with book pages and painting paper. And then we just did various things in September and October. And I might, and I taped my edge off with the narrow painter's tape, just so I'd keep myself a little bit away from the edge and have like this border around the pages. I'm going to continue that, so this journal is the same. But we had a lot of fun with this last year. We did some collage, some watercolors. Something I need to do before tomorrow is come up with a list of new autumnal quotes to do up in a sheet and print off on my sticker paper so that I can do more of this and just stick the stuff down. So another watercolor. And then I did a mandala. And we did this here. We did a pick 7 with Mary. So that was a pick 7 with Mary on the 4th of October last year. And then some more of the collages using stuff from my Bits and Bob's box. It wasn't a binder at the time, but it's now in a box under this table. I don't have a lot of orange and yellows left because we've used a lot of them. And these were just a lot of fun to work up. And periodically I have a black one. Now see, I've put an artist trading card in here. And we could do some artist trading cards again. And then this was stuff from Lucia. So when that came in the mail, she had made this pocket with the little bits in it, and I just glued it in here. So thank you, Lucia. So we've got all of this to fill up this autumn. think it's 6 pages. 1, 2, well, front and back. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 6 pages, actually 12 to do. All right, so think about finding your little book if you haven't filled it up already, and we'll finish filling it up. And I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to get my quick chores done before the trash will come through. All right, have a great day, everybody. Bye.